I haven't been here in a long time, but I don't remember the boba being so hard. So we just stopped by the third stop, which I think is highly anticipated. I definitely read the comments in the last video. Hi everyone! In today's video, we are doing trying every boba shop in San Jose, part 2. So I saw all your comments on part 1. Yes, I do read all my comments, even if I don't get the chance to reply to them. So for part 2, I'm going to be taking a lot of suggestions from you guys in the comments. And I also wanted to say 2 things. So first, I do see a lot of comments recommending places like Tasty or Yifang or Teaspoon, etc, etc, and a lot of the places that I see in the comments I've actually tried in other videos. And so if you're thinking, why didn't meimei go to the place that I suggested, then maybe check out my other videos. I might have already gone to them and featured them on my channel. And second of all, I want to reiterate this, you know, these are my taste tests, and if you don't like a place that I happen to like, then that's fine, and if I don't like a place that you happen to like, that's perfectly fine as well. So I just want to reiterate that, you know, it's just my opinion. So with that out of the way, let's get started on this trying every boba shop in San Jose part 2. Okay, so the first stop we went to is T-Top, and I actually have been here before, maybe like once or twice, many years ago, and I don't really remember that much about it, but I do remember seeing someone suggest this in the comments. So when I went inside, they had this list of their top 10 drinks, and I asked them which of the top 10 drinks is the most popular, and they said it was this, which is the Earl Grey milk tea with 3Q. So it has boba, looks like there's lychee jelly in there, as well as grass jelly at the top. And also I'm realizing that this is a really big cup. They didn't ask me if I want like small or large or anything, they just gave me this. Wow. So many jellies in here, like so much toppings in this drink. Let me try to get a sip without so many toppings so I can see if I can really taste the Earl Grey milk tea. Oh, I still got toppings. But I think this milk tea is pretty good. Like, it's definitely a good balance of creamy and strong tea flavor. It's just that having so many toppings kind of distracts from that tea flavor a little bit for me. Let me get a better sip of the boba. There's so many there's so many toppings. It's hard for me to focus on the boba itself. From what I can tell, the boba is definitely decently chewy. I think it could be softer. It is a smaller boba size, more like a pearl size than a boba size. So I'd say for the specialty slash aesthetic, it's not really that specialty. You know, Earl Grey milk tea is very common. So I'd give it like a 4. But for taste, I think I would give it a solid 7. I think if it didn't have so much toppings, I would give it maybe a 7.5 because I personally just, it's too much toppings for me. So this was definitely a solid start to the day. It's a great way to get my first caffeine fix of the day, of many. And yeah, let's head to the second stop. Alright, so we just stopped by the second stop, which is Fantasia, and this is like a staple Bay Area boba place. I literally have been coming here since I was a kid. Like, I have so many fond memories of going there with my family. I walked in there and I asked them what is their most popular drink, and they said the Muddy Okinawa. So this has black milk tea, brown sugar syrup drizzled all over the cup. It has boba at the bottom, and then it's topped with like whipped cream and Oreos. So that's really interesting. I'm sorry, Fantasia, but the boba needs work. I haven't been here in a long time, but I don't remember the boba being so hard. This drink is really interesting. The drink itself, it is very sweet, but it's also not that great. When I ordered this, the Muddy Okinawa, it had like brown sugar syrup and boba and stuff, so obviously I thought it was gonna be like a brown sugar fresh milk type of drink. But then she told me that the most popular way that people order it is with black milk tea. But I personally think it would be so much better with fresh milk. I guess like there's maybe too much going on because you have the whipped cream, you have the Oreo, you have black milk tea plus brown sugar, and then plus like not so good boba. It's just not really a recipe for a good drink. It's kind of disappointing because I grew up drinking Fantasia and then this one isn't very good. So yeah, I think the specialty slash aesthetic of the drink is actually quite high because this is a pretty unique drink and it did look really pretty in the beginning. So I think I'd give the specialty slash aesthetic like an 8. But for the taste, I think I'm gonna give it like a 4 because I just didn't really enjoy drinking it, like, at all. I'm sorry. So yeah, let's head to the third stop. Alright, so we just stopped by the third stop, which I think is highly anticipated. I definitely read the comments in the last video, and a lot of you guys wanted me to try Tisane. I think it's Tisane, but I've also heard people call it Tisane, so I'm not really sure, but I'm gonna call it Tisane because I feel like that probably makes the most sense. And you might notice that this time I have 2 drinks, and the reason why is because you guys wanted me to compare it with Pekoe. So I went ahead and I compared Pekoe's menu to Tisane's menu, and I tried to find the most similar ones. So after this, we're gonna go to Pekoe and order the same drinks, and we're gonna compare them side by side. So this one is the golden, and usually it comes with crystal boba, but I swapped it out for normal boba because the one at Pekoe uses normal boba, and this one is the blush, and usually it only comes with strawberry hearts. So I went ahead and added boba because the equivalent drink at Pekoe has strawberry hearts and boba. So I think this is as close as we can get to the Pekoe drinks. So I'm gonna go ahead and try the golden first. So first off, the boba, it is like soft and chewy, but it definitely is too mushy, like too mushy for my liking at least. The drink itself, it does run a bit on the sweet side. I think next time if I get this, I would get it a little less sweet, but it does have a nice creaminess and definitely a good brown sugar flavor. And I'm gonna refrain from rating these Tisane drinks until I try the Pekoe ones, because I think most of you guys are more interested in Tisane versus Pekoe. But now I'm gonna go ahead and try the blush. We got the strawberry hearts and the boba. You know, for some reason, I think the boba in this one is slightly better than the one in the golden. Maybe that one was a little overcooked or older or something. This one is mushy, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely less mushy than the golden one. So I guess it kind of depends which batch of boba you get here. The strawberry hearts are a little too crunchy for my liking. I don't know. Yeah, they're so crunchy. When you drink the drink without the toppings, you definitely get more of the tea flavor in there. I definitely get that kind of, you know, bitterish green tea aftertaste, and I do think that you get a little bit of that like fruity flavor, but for the most part I think it's a little bit bland. And I think when you drink it all together, it all just kind of is a blur. Like nothing really stands out when I drink this as a whole. But that being said, let's head to Pekoe to do our side-by-side comparison. Alright, so we just got our drinks at Pekoe. This is the Foxy Brown, which is pretty much the equivalent to the Golden at Tisane. And then this is the Pretty in Pink, which is pretty much the equivalent to the Blush at Tisane. I mean, they look pretty similar, but we'll see about the taste. So I'm gonna go ahead and try the Foxy Brown first. I'm gonna try the Tisane one now. I think I actually prefer this one. I think I like the Assam black tea better in this one, and this one has like 3 different kinds of sugars in it, and this one is English breakfast with golden brown sugar. So this one definitely has like more of a rich brown sugar taste, I would say. Yeah, it is quite sweet as well. I'd probably lower the sweetness, and the boba is pretty much about the same. I'd say maybe this one is a little less mushy, but the difference is pretty minimal in terms of the boba quality. But overall, I actually like the Pekoe drink better, the Foxy Brown, over the Golden. And that's probably just a personal preference of me liking the Assam black tea better, as well as I like the more rich brown sugar flavor in this one. All right, and now we're moving on to the Pretty in Pink. This one seems to be pretty much the same as the Blush, except this one is just strawberry jasmine milk tea, and the Blush has strawberry and mixed berry green milk tea. Weirdly enough, I like the strawberry hearts here better. The ones at Tisane were too crunchy. These ones are a little bit more soft. Like, they're not supposed to be super soft or anything, but theirs was just too hard in my opinion. Surprisingly, I think I like the milk tea better here as well. I think at Tisane, since they did strawberry and mixed berry, there just wasn't really a great prominent flavor, but this one is just strawberry, so it shines through more. Like, you definitely get that strawberry flavor. I will say though that this one, the milk tea doesn't have as strong of a tea flavor as at Tisane. Like at Tisane, I definitely got, you know, kind of a bitter green tea aftertaste. This one you don't really get that, but that's not necessarily like a really bad thing, because even though the Tisane one had more tea flavor than this one, I still think drinking this one is more enjoyable than drinking the Tisane one, like as a whole. Yeah, this one has like a medicine-y aftertaste. I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, I definitely like the Pretty in Pink better from Pekoe. I'm just purely basing this on the Pretty in Pink and the Foxy Brown versus the Blush and the Golden, but it seems like Pekoe actually won this round. I don't know about the other drinks, but let me know what you guys think. Let me know if there's a different drink I should try at Tisane that you guys like, and if you guys would like me to revisit Tisane in part 3 or part 4. I don't know how many parts we're gonna do. There's a lot of boba shops in San Jose. In terms of rating these, I think specialty slash aesthetic is going to be the same for both of these drinks because they're pretty much the same drink. I guess the most specialty thing is the strawberry hearts, because you definitely don't see that at many boba places. But overall, I'd give the specialty maybe a 5.5. So in terms of taste, I think I would give the Tisane one like a 4. I personally don't like it that much. And then this one, maybe a 6. Like, I drink it. It's not going to be my go-to or anything, but definitely better than the Tisane one. And then for these drinks, specialty slash aesthetic is very not high on those, because, you know, it's pretty much just like a normal brown sugar milk tea. I'd give it like maybe a 4. But the Tisane one, in terms of taste, I would give probably a 5. And then this one I would give like a 6.5. So there we have it for my Pekoe versus Tisane review. And usually I try to go to like 7 places in each of these videos, but since I got 2 drinks at each of those spots, I'm just gonna go to one more place. I'm already like so filled with boba right now. So let's head to the last stop. Alright, so we just stopped by our last stop, which is Woof's Bar in Santa Clara, and this is another one that you guys recommended to me in the comments, and actually ran into a few subscribers in the shop, so shout out to you guys. Thanks for saying hi. And this place is actually a dog-friendly boba shop, but obviously, you know, with the word that starts with a P happening, they aren't really letting people hang out and bring their dogs in, but I'm sure once it's over, it'll be a nice place to hang out with your dog and stuff. But yeah, so this is on their specialty menu, and it's called the ice cream float. I got it with Thai tea, and it comes with a scoop of ice cream on top. I also added boba, and this actually would ring up to like $7.19, but since it was my first time there and I signed up with their rewards program, I actually got this one for free. The boba here is actually not bad. It has a nice chew, it's soft, not really mushy or hard, so I definitely say the boba here is solid. As for the Thai tea so far, it tastes pretty average to me, maybe even below average, because the Thai tea taste isn't super strong in here. But let me try and mix that ice cream in. I guess the ice cream maybe made it a little bit creamier and added a little bit of a vanilla taste, but overall, didn't do that much. I'd say for the specialty slash aesthetic, I think the aesthetic's all right. You know, it has like the nice Thai tea color, has the boba and the ice cream on top. It also has this really nice cup. So yeah, I think for specialty slash aesthetic, I'd give it like a 6. For the taste, I think I'd give it maybe a 5.5. I think the drink itself, I would give it maybe a 4.5, but since the boba is good, then I bumped it up to 5.5. But I would be willing to come back and try a different drink than this. So let me know what you guys like from here in the comments down below. Alright, so that's it for part 2 of trying every boba shop in San Jose. And I also decided that I'm gonna start doing comment shout outs at the end of my videos. So here is today's comment shout out. Thank you so much for your support. And if you want to be the next comment shout out, comment something below and maybe you'll see yourself in the next video. So yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the bell so you get notified when I upload. Give this video a thumbs up and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! Trying every boba shop in San Jose. Yeah, this one has like, ooh. They aren't really, what's happening? What did I say?